good night, wherever you're watching this from. Welcome to another BOMA Idaho Thursday conversation. Today, obviously, we're talking about the Symposium. It's coming up in less than 2 weeks now, which is crazy. But so today on the call, you've got me, Christian Heiner with KCB Commercial Real Estate. We've got Cherie from the Board of Directors of BOMA and Idaho Power, and Kelly, our fearless leader president from Colliers, and Jana, as always. Why don't you, Jana, let's start with you. Just maybe introduce yourself real quick. Obviously, everybody knows you, but maybe talk real quick about what you've been working on, and then we'll just kind of make our way around real quick.
Perfect. Yeah, obviously. I'm Jana. I'm with BOMA Idaho. I'm the executive director, and we're putting this, and I've been here for almost 20 years. I think over 20 years. It's kind of scary to think about that. And we're putting a symposium together that is, the 25th anniversary of the event. I've been around for a lot of these, and I'm super excited to talk about that today. Right on.
Cherie, good to see you. I haven't seen you in ages, it seems like, not for hours.
Yep, I was lucky enough to see you today.
Lucky you. Yeah, we had a BOMA Idaho board meeting today.
Yep.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about you, a little bit about what you do for Idaho Power.
Sure. So Cherie Wilhite, and I'm an engineer for Idaho Power. I run a new construction and major renovations energy efficiency incentive program for our commercial and industrial customers. So I'm the one that helps you use energy wiser, cut down your energy usage, and I'll even pay you an incentive for installing stuff better than code in your buildings. I've been involved with BOMA for probably 10 years. I came to Idaho Power about 12 years ago. And one of the guys that had covered for my spot for a short period of time, or my job, it said, "You've got to get involved with this organization." I'm no longer involved in the organization because my job duties have changed, but you have to get involved. So I started just coming as a member and then slowly became a board member, and don't regret it at all. It is a great organization.
And now you'll be a board member for the rest of your life.
We'll see.
Trust me, I know from experience. There's no escape. There's no escape.
I feel so bad when you guys say stuff like that. I'm like,
oh,
really off the board, but I don't want to.
I know we kid because we care. Just joking.
It's true.
All right, and last and certainly not least is Kelly.
Hello, Kelly Schnebley. I am a retail broker with Colliers here in Boise, and the current president of BOMA Idaho. So I've got 1 year in and 1 year to go, which I'm just excited that we're going to be back in person. I get to enjoy this next year and see everybody and do stuff. Because no question, the last couple of years have been tough. So we're all glad to be seeing members back at events and excited to see everybody at the symposium.
Totally. Do you remember when we used to try to do Zoom happy hours like this for BOMA? I'm so glad we don't have to do that anymore.
Talk about that.
Those were dark days. Those were dark days. I think everybody has had those same experiences. So okay. So we're here. We're talking Symposium. Obviously, Idaho Power, you guys are a platinum sponsor of the event and have been a big partner for a long time. Jana, let's just jump in and talk about sponsorships and what everybody can kind of expect.
Yeah, we're so excited. We talked to the platinum sponsors a couple of weeks ago, but Idaho Power couldn't be on the call. So we wanted to make sure that we included them today. The platinum sponsors really are the title sponsors of the event. Without them, we would not be able to do it. They have made a major commitment to support the event, and it's monetary, but it's also their teams at their companies all jump on board, their marketing teams from their companies. And Cherie's included in that just because we do have our eye on making sure we present some energy efficiency type materials to each attendee that comes to the event. And we do things throughout the year. We do, brown bags in person, right? Hopefully. And we talk about some of the things that people can do in their buildings to be more energy efficient. So it's not just about, well, it is, a lot of it is about this event. My whole life is about this event right now. But it's not just about this when it comes to our platinum sponsors. We get so much support from them all year long in different things that we do, and different building tours and accessing their projects that they're doing, getting information from them to share with our members. We've met at the Zions Bank building, the 8th and Main building, for a long time until COVID hit, and we're trying to get back in there. They're looking to reopen to us so we can hold our monthly meetings there. But it's just a partnership, right? And I can call Sheree at any point and say, hey, what does Idaho Power think about this particular program? And she'll tell me, you know what, we could probably get behind that. We could probably sponsor that. That has something to do with energy efficiency. So we really lean on our platinum sponsors to help us out throughout the year for different programs, different educational things. And they provide the bulk of who will be presenting at this event. We take from those companies and we develop topics that the panels can discuss that we feel like are going to be interesting topics for our attendees. And this year we have 3 panels. And so that was really a challenge, right? To get a panel for the general session. And then I asked Sheree to take the lead on one of the other breakout sessions that we're doing. And she put a panel together and has organized that whole thing. And gosh, it's going to be so incredible. So yeah. I want her, Sheree, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I kind of do. I want you to talk about that one.
You knew this was coming.
Well, Jana is trying to give me a lot of credit for this event. Really has been on your shoulders for years, Jana. The first time I attended, which was probably 10 years ago, I remember walking in going, wow, this is a lot of people in one room in Boise, Idaho. It has been a great event. Every year, Jana adds to it, tries to bring more value to the sponsors, more value to the participants. And so it has morphed over the years and getting bigger and better every year. So Jana, even though you're giving us credit, Jana really does put most of that on her shoulders.
Yeah, we're lucky to, we look pretty good for doing the event or whatever. But I would say that 90 to 95% of it is 100% Jana.
No question.
And that second breakout
and it's probably more than that, actually.
90 to 100%. Like, add those numbers up. I don't understand. No, you guys are great, though. Talk about Adam and kind of what the angle is going to be in that infrastructure and technology panel.
Yeah, so Adam Richens is going to speak for Idaho Power on that breakout session. And we also have somebody from Sparklight. Jana helped me with everybody else. We have somebody from ACHD, I believe. And so we're going to talk about infrastructure and technology, like how are we keeping up with this business boom? We've got this big boom going on, and how are companies handling this? I think all of our cities and counties and municipalities are struggling to keep up on this boom. So we're going to talk about how we're doing that and how we're preparing for the future.
Wonderful. Well, I'm excited to hear about that. And our other session includes another one of our platinum sponsors, ESI, really took the lead on that one. And they're talking about 2022 development and construction trends. So we're handing that over to them. They have a video associated that we put together and a kind of a little construction site tour. And they really do talk about some of I call them challenges. And then Anita Kyle over there, who I was interviewing, said, let's change the word challenges to opportunities. And so just a little more positive. So I thought that was great. And so we were talking about some of the opportunities they have for learning and for changing things up on the job sites over there. And so, just you kind of have to, as we all know, we kind of have to roll with the punches, right? And we have to figure out what's going to work and what isn't. And if there's a material you can't get your hands on, you got to come up with an alternative for it. So she really dives into that, and so will that panel. That panel will talk about labor and material shortages, and they've got a whole list of things they're going to talk about in there. So that one's going to be a really good panel as well. So I think we've got some good choices there. And then for the general session, that's where Colliers is involved in that. Of course, Kelly, as president, is going to be talking to us a little bit. And then she's all, I am.
Congratulations.
On the panel, we do have, who do we have from Colliers who's going to speak on the panel? And what is that?
We'll have Devin Ogden. So he is one of our industrial advisors and does a lot of work both in leasing and in sales. So he has, just a really broad and deep experience into what's happening with industrial in this area, what users are coming to town, what everyone's looking for. So I think he'll be a great addition, because so much of the growth and change we've seen before the pandemic, but accelerated during the pandemic, has done that industrial market.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Crazy. So excited to hear more from him.
Yeah, we in talking with Devin, I had a little powwow with him and your marketing director, Amy, and we were talking about how many questions we get, that have to do with industrial, even here at BOMA, people wanting to know certain things, and the onslaught of material that's released from BOMA International just for industrial users, right? And so we actually, him and some others, I think, well, we used his ideas, I guess I'd say, to formulate a program for our members in March that we're going to have another panel of people come in, just talk about, how the industrial market is really affecting all the other market segments. You think about retail and how that's been affected by what's happening.
It's all interrelated.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, and it's all so connected to just the way all of our lives have changed. So it's, consumer connection as well that just affects everybody.
Right. Well, we're excited to hear
that program.
It was a fascinating conversation with him because he eats, breathes, and sleeps industrial projects.
Dock heights and ceiling heights and electrical requirements and all that good stuff.
And he's rattling stuff off, and we do in our office. We have so many questions about that. So we're happy to provide that information for the attendees that are coming. And they really, from the feedback that I've gotten from people who attend these events, they really appreciate hearing from somebody, if they're not in fact on the front line, if they're a service-oriented company that's servicing some of these buildings, they appreciate hearing what it takes to put this together and how they, and sometimes it's all about, hey, well, if I want to be your vendor for this particular service, what do I have to do? Well, you need to listen to what they're saying in this session and get your information directly from that and then go for it. So it's, I'm really excited for us to roll this out. I think it's been a couple of years since we've been together in this type of environment, and I think it's just so needed. This information is so needed. Things have changed so rapidly in the last couple of years. So I think it'll be great. I'm so excited about that.
Well, we talked about this in the board meeting a few weeks ago, where it used to be like we would just throw industrial in, on one of the panel discussions, whatever. I don't care who talks about it. Just have somebody, bring it up real quick. And now, that's a huge topic that we're going to have the symposium. We're going to have in a few months, I don't remember which month, but here in the coming months, an entire lunch program on the industrial market, just because it's so crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's definitely a hot market right now. And all the announcements, out by the airport, that whole entire park that's going to go in. And Amazon making announcement after announcement and really flooding the market with space. And we all can see what's happening here, right? So
absolutely,
it'll definitely affect that. This is long-term effects.
Yeah. So Kelly and Sheree, both your companies are going to have trade show booths, correct?
Yes,
we are.
Perfect. Any hints or anything on what you're going to do? Is it going to be really fun and exciting?
Oh, we always have a couple of fun giveaways, but I'm not going to tell you what that is.
Fair enough.
Always nice. Yeah. One of the things we always bring to our trade show booths is tips that are specific to the building industry. So we have energy saving tips for retail, energy saving tips for breweries and wineries, warehouses. And so we have those specific brochures that really tie down really specifically, what can I do in my building type? What are the most common energy savings that I can seek out? So if you're interested in any of those, stop by the booth for sure, and we'll have those. And maybe a little handout too, like a little giveaway as well.
Perfect. Which is awesome, because the vast majority of the people that are going to be there are very directly interested in that. So that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be at your booth, Kelly?
I will admit to knowing nothing about my booth, but I bet it will be amazing because
obviously
awesome marketing director.
Yes, you do. She's wonderful.
Very cool.
I can't wait to see. I think
Is Amy going to be there?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice. I've exchanged probably 100 emails with her over however long, and I've never actually met her, in real life. So I'm really excited to actually put a face to the name with her.
Then I'll make sure she meets you.
Yeah, no, I'll find her for sure. I will find
Isn't
her
that funny?
for sure.
I'm like, oh, I've met her, and then I think, wait, no, I was on Zoom calls with her, but I've never
Right.
seen her in
Exactly.
person.
Yeah. I know exactly what
Yeah.
she looks like. Yeah, but I've never actually met her in real life.
It's been the last 2 years. You probably
Yeah.
haven't. It's all been all Zoom.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yep. Isn't that funny? We feel like we know somebody, and we've never actually met them in person.
Yeah.
Real silly.
Well, good. Well, I'm excited about this. I'm excited about all the gold sponsors. You guys can see them all up there. I know that Surf Pro is talking a little trash about how awesome their booth is going to be.
They were. Yeah, I heard something about that. Yeah.
I think they'll be on this call next week. So we'll call them out on it and see what they've got going on.
Yeah.
Idaho Business Review will be there, and WSI will be there. AAA will be there. There's just Cutting Edge will be there. Syringa actually called me. They were talking through some of their ideas with me on there. They're brand new to the symposium this year. They're relatively new members. They joined right during COVID. So it was a while after Paul joined before we actually met him. But Stacy over there has been working really hard on all of their stuff. So we're excited to see them at the event as a brand new gold sponsor for this event. So that'll be fun. And NWSI, I want to talk about them for just a second. It had to be 2 years ago because it was the 2020 event. They launched their company locally here at the symposium. So that was their first real event they did.
Yeah.
And we have two or three more companies doing that same thing this year.
That's awesome.
So they're brand new to the area, or they're growing here. This is a remote office for them from their headquarters, and they're growing here and they want a presence here. So that's how they're doing it, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, Canyon Data is one of those who they're, a super kind of a startup company. And we, Jamie was on this call last time. Yeah.
Yep. They're brand new. So they're launched. And it was nice to talk to them and say, well, we've had a company launch basically launch their entire business from this event, and it really worked for them. And we were able to talk through some of that and out of getting the most mileage out of their sponsorship. So we were able to talk through that with Canyon Data. And then of course, for the kickoff event, guys, this is going to be, we have twice as many trade show booths as we've had in the past. We're going to have live music. We're going to have a bar there and some food and just networking opportunity and trade show opportunity. And as we were talking at the board meeting today, we're like, bring your Valentine.
It turns out it's on Valentine's Day.
Pre-Valentine date.
Yeah, someone on the board was like, I'm bringing my Valentine. Is that okay? Hey, there's going to be live music. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun atmosphere, and you'll be home by, it goes till 6. So you'll be home early.
Well, and
make your dinner reservation at 7.
If you haven't been to one of Jana's events in the past, she does such a phenomenal job.
Yes.
I've always been very, very happy with how professionally you set up events, and they're always a great time. So don't miss it. Jana's done a great job setting another event up.
Don't miss it. This will be fun. And it was just a surprise that Idaho AGC, Gary Tackett, happened to live in Nashville for 15 years and was a major, country rock guy on the guitar.
If you've never heard him play, dude shreds. He is so good.
Wait, he's doing the music?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Idaho AGC is a silver sponsor, but he's like, we really want to be part of the kickoff. Can we just come and play? I was like, yes. You can.
How fun. That'll be awesome.
So we're going to have right there in the trade show hall, we're going to have the music set up. So it's going to be a party. It's going to be a party atmosphere. I think we really need that right now, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be a lot of fun. And we've talked to the Empire Title guys. They're helping us out. They have a really cool booth idea to also set up. They've got those bright colors too, which is kind of fun. And then Total System Services. Last time they came and did a booth, they brought these mugs. I still have mine. They brought these mugs that we had to run through the commercial dishwasher before they could give them away. So we were there like 5 a.m. running their cups through.
Oh my God.
But they always have so much. They have the fun meters, they're the guys with the fun meters.
Oh yeah.
And they always have fun stuff to give away. So they'll be there and that'll be a lot of fun. Sunshine Landscape, brand new member in the past year or so, and brand new to the symposium as well. So we're excited to see what Brett and Levi have going on over there. So they'll be fun to see.
Yeah.
And HC Company, Taylor and Jeremy do a great job. Jeremy's on one of our panels. He'll be in with ESI talking about construction and development trends. Oh gosh, when we had our phone call talking about what their panel is going to discuss, he's just a guy whose brain is always going. It's incredible, the ideas. And so I'm excited to hear from him and to see their booth, because Taylor does a great job with those. And then Cushman & Wakefield, just acquired by Cushman & Wakefield. We're not Cushman & Wakefield Pacific anymore. So they have a whole new marketing campaign to kick off, and they're doing a Valentine's theme. I don't want to spoil too many secrets, but they're doing a Valentine's theme at their booth because it is Valentine's Day. So bring your date, bring your Valentine.
Get some swag.
Have some fun before you go out for the evening, or
absolutely.
This is my going out for the evening. So.
Oh, mine because we have to be back awfully early the next morning.
Yep.
I know.
We do.
Yeah. So this is only the second time we've done the kickoff party. We did it the very first time in 2020, right before everything happened, and that very first one, I mean, it was super successful. I mean, there was, how many people do you think were there? We had 100 people.
There was over 100. Yeah, there was over 100 people for sure.
Yeah.
Last year, we've talked about this before, but last year outside in the parking lot, handing out boxes.
Oh my gosh, it was so cold.
It was so cold.
We had 250 boxes made and gave them all away.
Yeah.
So
that was fun.
We had a lot of people show up to our different sites across the valley, but actually having everybody in the same room and having it, and all the safety protocols that are in place at the Boise Center, for making sure that we have a healthy event. That is also so important to us. We want to network. We want to build our businesses. We have to learn to do that in this climate. We can do this too, right? We can talk on Zoom and we can get things done, but being in person and building those relationships and, bumping elbows or whatever you feel comfortable with and getting to know people, that really is so important to us as an organization.
Yeah, and as convenient as Zoom is, there's really no replacing it with, it does not replace, in-person events.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It just isn't the same. It isn't the same. So I was asked yesterday what in the next 2 weeks, because we're down to, 10 days or so, what is something you're most excited about when it comes to this? And I just said, because it's an in-person event. It's in person. There's nothing like gathering that, information, that cutting edge information that's being provided directly from our panelists, sitting there right in front of them, being able in those breakout sessions to ask questions. So that is one of getting immediate feedback for what you're learning, and being able to sit there and listen to some of our community leaders. Some people have been around for a long time and have done some major projects in this valley, and even like Idaho Power, the power for our valley and beyond. There's my dog. Sorry, everyone.
See, that's the fun part of Zoom, though, is the dogs.
Yeah.
The kids
you get to meet people's families.
Doorbell.
That's right. But it's exciting, and it's hearing directly from some of those community leaders that we have that love BOMA, that are involved in BOMA, that want to participate in things like this, and taking that wealth of information. You all have been in your careers for a lot of years. You've been involved in those careers for a long time. And for us to get together and hear from people that are just willingly sharing the information that they've spent so much time learning, and sharing those things that they're observing, and sharing some of the things they feel like are going to happen, it's incredible.
Yeah. Yep. It's going to be fun for sure. So I think we're just about up against time. Sheree, any parting thoughts or anything you want to leave everybody with that's watching this?
Come visit our booths and get a giveaway and maybe some pamphlets with some energy efficiency tips, and enjoy the breakout sessions, whichever one you go to, because I think they're both going to be fabulous. So I'm looking forward to it. Another great event for BOMA Idaho.
Absolutely. And that's kind of, for me, is kind of the hard part, is choosing which of those breakout sessions to go to.
I haven't picked one yet.
Because I would like to go to both of them. And I probably will. I'll probably figure out a way that I can watch, a little bit of both.
You're going to jump back and forth.
I very likely will.
Clone yourself.
I think I might. Yeah. Kelly, what about you? Any parting thoughts? Anything you want everybody to know before we take off?
I'm just excited to see you all in a couple weeks, and come out for the kickoff, come out for the big day, and learn a lot and say hi to everybody.
Right on. Yep, it's going to be fun. Gianna, any parting words from you?
Just show up. Who said that a couple weeks ago on our call?
Someone said,
half of it's just showing up. So just show up. We'll take care of everything. Just show up and take advantage of the networking, take advantage of what you'll learn, take advantage of the materials that you get to walk away with. So just come. Register right there. BOMA Idaho.
You can read the speaker bios. You can see who all the sponsors are. Absolutely everything you need to know about the event is right there on the website. So, okay. Well, everybody, thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Ladies, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll talk to y'all soon.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.